You're looking at the second best American sports car ever made. And trust me, that's saying something, because when you see the 2026 Corvette Zora in motion, you realize this isn't just another chapter in the Corvette story. It's a full-blown rewrite. The Zora is Chevrolet's most extreme, most advanced, and most fearless creation. A hybrid hypercar wearing the stars and stripes proudly across its carbon fiber skin. It's not number one on this list, but let's be real. It's the kind of car that makes you wonder how anything could possibly beat it. From the first glance, the Zora doesn't just grab attention, it dominates it. Every curve, every angle, every vent was sculpted with precision and purpose. The stance is low and wide, like a jet fighter about to take off. Those piercing LED headlights, they don't just illuminate the road, they stare down the future. The carbon titanium bodywork is a masterpiece of aggression and aerodynamics, built to tear through wind and expectations alike. Around the back, quad exhausts growl through a carbon diffuser, while a light bar stretches across the width like molten lava at sunset. The Zora doesn't whisper performance, it screams it from every bolt and seam. You don't just see the Zora, you feel it. Now let's talk about what really matters, the heart. Underneath that sculpted shell lives one of the wildest powertrains America has ever engineered. The Zora combines a twin-turbo 5.5-liter flat-plane crank V8 with a front-mounted electric motor. Together, they summon a staggering 950 horsepower and over 900 pound-feet of torque. That's right, nearly 1,000 horses, tuned with military precision. This isn't an engine, it's an orchestra of fire and voltage. From 0 to 60 in just 2.2 seconds, the Zora doesn't launch, it detonates. And when you hear that hybrid V8 scream to 8,500 RPM mixed with the instant torque of electric assist, it feels like reality itself is bending. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Zora isn't just powerful, it's smart. The electric motor powers the front wheels while the V8 drives the rear, giving you full-time all-wheel drive with mind-bending grip. The torque vectoring is predictive, not reactive. It knows what's coming before you do. It feels alive, like the car is reading your mind. The active suspension scans the road hundreds of times per second, adjusting damping and aerodynamics on the fly. At high speeds, the Zora generates more downforce than any Corvette before it, gluing itself to the pavement with invisible wings of air. You don't drive it, you command it. Step inside, and it feels like you've entered a stealth jet cockpit. The interior wraps around the driver, tight and purposeful. You sit low, staring over the squared-off steering wheel at a fully digital display that looks more like a video game HUD than a car dashboard. The start button glows red, almost daring you to press it. Once you do, the cabin fills with a deep mechanical heartbeat, half gasoline, half electric, all power. The seats are sculpted for speed, with carbon shells and Alcantara bolsters that hold you tight through every G-force. And while luxury takes a back seat, technology takes center stage. The Zora's infotainment system runs on Chevy's next-gen performance OS, with real-time telemetry, adaptive drive modes, and AI-based coaching that learns your driving style. It's like having your own digital pit crew in the passenger seat. Every detail inside screams precision. The paddle shifters click like rifle bolts. The carbon fiber weave on the dash glistens under ambient lighting. Even the door panels have been shaped to channel air around the driver. It's a perfect blend of chaos and control, a balance between the mechanical and the modern. And yet, despite its cutting-edge tech, the Zora never forgets what it is, a Corvette. There's still that spirit, that attitude, that feeling that you're driving something born from American ambition. Chevrolet didn't just build the Zora to compete with Ferrari, McLaren, and Lamborghini. They built it to scare them. With a top speed of over 220 miles per hour, it's one of the fastest cars to ever wear an American badge. The braking system, carbon ceramic, race spec, and capable of stopping the car from 200 miles per hour in just a few seconds. The aerodynamics, active, intelligent, and beautiful. At full throttle, the Zora transforms into a missile with tires. But even with all that aggression, it's shockingly composed. The steering is crisp, the chassis is perfectly balanced, and the hybrid system works so seamlessly that it feels organic. It's the kind of machine that rewards skill and punishes fear. Now, let's talk about the emotion, because performance alone doesn't make a legend. The Zora is a tribute to the man who started it all, Zora Arkus Duntov, the engineer who turned the Corvette from a pretty cruiser into a world-class performance car. He always dreamed of a mid-engine, all-conquering Corvette that could challenge Europe's best. Decades later, his dream came true, and it's faster, louder, and more advanced than even he could have imagined. This car carries his name for a reason. It's his vision made flesh, or rather carbon. And you can feel that legacy in every pulse of the throttle, every downshift, every corner exit. But perfection comes at a price. The 2026 Corvette Zora starts around $250,000, easily the most expensive Corvette ever built, but also the most capable. Limited to under 2,000 units a year, the Zora isn't just a car, it's an instant collectible. Each model will carry a serialized plaque proudly displaying the Zora signature, a constant reminder that this machine wasn't built for everyone. It was built for believers, the kind of people who don't just want speed, but history. And yet, despite all that glory, it still sits in the number 2 spot, because Chevy's next masterpiece, the one waiting at the top of this list, might just be the only car bold enough to outshine it. But that doesn't make the Zora any less legendary. In fact, it makes it human, powerful, brilliant, and just shy of perfect. It's the Corvette that brought America into the hypercar age, the bridge between raw muscle and intelligent motion. The car that proved we can stand shoulder to shoulder with Italy's best and still keep our soul. So, if you ever find yourself next to a Zora at a red light, just listen. The hum of electricity, the growl of that flat-plane crank V8, it's not just sound, it's history echoing through the streets. Because this car, ladies and gentlemen, is America's thunderstorm, controlled chaos, wrapped in speed, born from pride. The 2026 Corvette Zora might not be number 1, but it's the car that made number 1 possible. And when that engine fades into the distance, leaving only the scent of burning rubber and glory, you'll realize something. The Zora didn't need to take first place to become unforgettable. It already made history. The legend has returned, and this time, it's not just muscle, it's war. The 2026 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 isn't a car, it's a weapon forged in the spirit of Detroit rebellion, built to remind the world that American muscle is still alive, still brutal, and still proud. This isn't nostalgia, this is revolution, dressed in pure steel and adrenaline. From the moment you lay eyes on it, the new Z28 looks like it was born in a wind tunnel and raised on a racetrack. The stance is wide, low, and mean. Every inch screams dominance. The sculpted front fascia has been redesigned with aggressive aerodynamic channels, massive air intakes, and an active splitter that adjusts dynamically at high speeds. The hood bulge hides something wicked underneath, while the LED headlights pierce through darkness like twin laser beams. From the side, you notice sharper lines and muscle-packed haunches that look like they're about to pounce. Around the back, quad titanium exhausts sit under a carbon diffuser, ready to unleash a thunderstorm of raw V8 fury. The iconic Z28 badge glows proudly, a small reminder that this isn't just another Camaro trim. This is the one built for drivers, not spectators. Inside, the cockpit is a temple of performance. Everything is driver-focused, from the flat-bottom steering wheel wrapped in Alcantara to the Recaro seats hugging you like armor. Chevrolet didn't chase luxury here, they chased speed. Lightweight materials slash the unnecessary, leaving behind a minimalist racing environment. Carbon fiber panels, a digital instrument cluster with real-time track telemetry, and an 8-speed dual-clutch paddle-shift transmission that reacts quicker than a blink. The sound system? Your ears don't need it, because the roar of the 6.6-liter naturally aspirated LT7 V8 is music enough. It's the loudest, most rebellious Camaro engine ever produced, pumping out a jaw-dropping 670 horsepower and 600 pound-feet of torque. No turbo, no hybrid boost, just raw, unfiltered American thunder. Press the start button, and the Z28 wakes like a beast breaking chains. Every rev shakes your chest, every shift snaps like lightning. From 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, it's brutally fast, but it's not about straight-line speed alone. It's about control. Chevrolet took what they learned from the ZL1-1LE and turned it into something even more savage. The suspension is magnetic, reading the road 1,000 times per second. The car hugs corners like it's glued to the asphalt. Aerodynamic downforce is 35% higher than the last generation, allowing you to hit track speeds with surgical precision. Brembo carbon ceramic brakes bring you from 200 miles per hour to calm in seconds. Every flick of the steering wheel feels telepathic, sharp, immediate, alive. The 2026 Z28 doesn't want to be driven. It wants to be unleashed. It's the car that punishes hesitation and rewards bravery. On the track, it devours apexes like a predator. On the street, it turns every head, even those who swore muscle cars were dead. But the Z28 is more than just performance numbers. It's a statement. It's Chevrolet reminding the world that muscle can evolve without losing its soul. In an era of hybrids and quiet EVs, this car screams louder than ever, because silence never won a race. It's pure gasoline rebellion. Yet even amid the chaos, the Z28 brings sophistication. The updated infotainment system supports next-gen Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, over-the-air updates, and AI-assisted performance coaching. The car literally learns your driving style, braking patterns, steering inputs, throttle control, and helps you get faster every lap. It's muscle that thinks. And while the cabin may be stripped for weight, it still delivers modern convenience. Ambient lighting, adaptive climate control, and advanced driver aids keep it livable for daily drives. But let's be real, the Z28 was never built for traffic lights. It was built for straightaways and victory lanes. Chevrolet engineers obsessed over every gram of weight. Aluminum chassis components, a titanium exhaust, and a carbon roof bring the Z28's total mass down to under 3,400 pounds, lighter than most supercars in its class. Even the glass is thinner, because every pound counts when you're chasing milliseconds. The aerodynamic team even tested it alongside Corvette prototypes, ensuring the Camaro wouldn't just keep up, it would fight back. The balance between front grip and rear power is nearly perfect, and it shows in the corners. You can toss it sideways, and it comes back with a grin. The traction control system is refined, but forgiving. It lets you dance on the edge before saving your skin. The soundtrack changes with every gear. Growl, scream, explosion. It's addictive. Price-wise, the 2026 Camaro Z28 starts around $82,000, a performance bargain in a world where rivals charge double for half the soul. Chevrolet plans limited production, making it a collector's dream.
All right, now let's talk about the legend that changed everything. The 2026 Corvette C8. You knew it had to be here. This is the car that flipped the script. The one that dared to go mid-engine. The one that turned the world's idea of American performance upside down and said, "Watch this." Ranked number 3 on our list of the greatest American sports cars, the C8 may not have the brute hybrid insanity of the Zora or the raw muscle of the Z28, but make no mistake, this car is the perfect balance of evolution and tradition. It's the car that made the Corvette a global icon again. When Chevrolet unveiled the C8, it wasn't just a redesign, it was a revolution. For the first time in its 7-decade history, the Corvette moved its engine behind the driver. The result? A shape that looked like it had been teleported from the future. The 2026 version takes that legacy and polishes it to near perfection. You see it coming from a mile away, low, wide, and predatory. The front end is sharp, sculpted, and purposeful, with angular LED headlights and a front splitter that looks ready to bite the asphalt. The body lines flow like liquid steel, wrapping around aerodynamic intakes that feed the monster sitting midship. Every panel is functional. Every vent, every crease, every curve has a job. And then there's that rear. Wide hips, twin exhausts, a transparent engine cover, and taillights that glow like molten lava. It doesn't whisper performance, it flexes it. Now let's pop the glass and talk about the heart of this machine, because the C8 is powered by something truly special. Underneath that clear panel sits a 6.2-liter LT2 V8 that roars with 500 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque in its base form. But this isn't the base Corvette you're used to. The 2026 C8 lineup includes upgraded trims with enhanced intake systems, lighter pistons, and refined exhaust mapping, pushing output up to 540 horsepower and beyond. Mated to an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, shifts happen in the blink of an eye, smoother than a supercar, quicker than a thought. 0 to 60? 2.8 seconds flat. Top speed? 200 miles per hour, if you've got the courage in the open road. But what makes the C8 truly special isn't just speed, it's the way it delivers it. It's balanced, predictable, playful. This is a car that feels alive under your fingertips. And once you step inside, oh man, you realize just how far Chevrolet has come. Gone are the days of plastic panels and cheap trim. The 2026 C8's interior feels like a cockpit straight out of a fighter jet. You're cocooned in luxury and control. A high, sweeping center console divides driver and passenger, wrapping around you like armor. The flat top and flat bottom steering wheel feels perfect in your hands, with tactile buttons that make you feel like a pilot ready for takeoff. The materials? Premium everywhere. Napa leather, real aluminum, carbon fiber, and microfiber suede that hugs every curve of the cabin. The 12-inch digital customizable cluster displays performance data in real time, while the center touchscreen tilts toward the driver, running Chevrolet's latest infotainment software with lightning speed and wireless updates. It's modern, intuitive, and yet emotional. Every sound, every texture, every vibration reminds you that this car was designed for people who love driving. You feel the engine breathing behind your shoulders. You feel the tires grip the road through the steering wheel. You feel connected, truly connected, in a way most cars have forgotten how to deliver. But the C8 isn't just about technology and refinement. It's still got that raw Corvette DNA pulsing through its veins. It's a car you can daily drive, but also one that can tear up a racetrack on the weekend. Magnetic ride control keeps it smooth on the highway and razor sharp in corners. Launch control catapults you off the line with brutal precision. The braking system, with Brembo calipers and ventilated rotors, stops you from 200 miles per hour like it's nothing. And the best part? It doesn't cost $500,000 to feel like a supercar. The 2026 C8 starts around $70,000. Yes, 70 grand for a car that goes toe-to-toe with European monsters costing twice as much. That's what makes this car so important. The C8 didn't just change the Corvette, it changed what people expect from American performance. It proved you can have exotic design, insane performance, and still keep it Chevy affordable. It's the people's supercar, the one that brought the dream of Ferrari-level performance to real drivers, not just collectors and billionaires. And that's why it sits proudly in our number 3 spot. Because while others were chasing luxury or hybrid power, the C8 gave us something pure, something mechanical, emotional, and timeless. Now let's talk about the drive, because this is where the C8 wins hearts. You don't drive it, you wear it. The balance is near perfect. The car rotates around your hips like it's reading your thoughts. The steering is precise, weighty, and communicative. The throttle response is instant, and the exhaust note? Oh boy, it's deep, violent, and alive. It's the kind of sound that makes you grin like a kid every single time you downshift. And when you flick it into track mode, everything changes. The car tightens up, the dampers stiffen up, the exhaust valves open wide, and suddenly you're in a world where every second counts and every corner is a challenge. It's addicting, dangerously addicting. And while the Zora might have stolen the hypercar spotlight, let's not forget, without the C8, there would be no Zora. The C8 laid the foundation. It took the risk, it broke the tradition, and it redefined what a Corvette could be. It's the pioneer, the revolution starter, the car that dared to do what no American manufacturer had done at this level, build a true mid-engine supercar for the masses. The Zora might have perfected it, but the C8 invented it. Chevrolet didn't stop at power and precision. They gave the C8 a soul. It's got personality. When you sit in it, you don't feel like you're in a machine, you feel like you're in a partnership. It responds to your touch, it forgives your mistakes, and it rewards your bravery. It makes every drive feel like a story worth telling, and that's something no spec sheet can describe. Production for the 2026 Corvette C8 continues in Bowling Green, Kentucky, the sacred ground for Corvette heritage. Each C8 is hand-assembled by craftsmen who've spent decades building legends. That's why every C8 feels special.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because this isn't just a car, it's a resurrection. The name alone sends chills down the spine of every classic car lover. Eldorado. A name that once defined American luxury, power, and pride. And now, in 2026, Cadillac has done the unthinkable. They've brought it back. Sleeker, bolder, and more advanced than ever, the 2026 Cadillac Eldorado isn't just a car, it's the soul of America reborn in chrome and steel. You see, for decades, the Eldorado represented something more than transportation. It was the car that told the world, this is America. Big, confident, and unapologetically elegant. From the streets of Detroit to the coasts of California, the Eldorado wasn't just driven, it was admired. And now, it's back to reclaim its crown. This isn't a throwback. This is a modern legend. A reinvention of what American luxury truly means. When you first lay eyes on the new Eldorado, it's impossible not to stop and stare. Cadillac didn't just design a car, they sculpted a statement. The body flows like liquid metal under the sunlight, each contour blending art and aerodynamics. The massive front grille proudly carries the Cadillac crest, now illuminated, glowing like a beacon of American excellence. The headlights? Razor-thin vertical blades that pierce the darkness like twin laser beams. The proportions are perfect. Long hood, short deck, low roofline. It looks powerful even when standing still. And then there's the presence. Oh boy, the presence. The 2026 Eldorado doesn't whisper, it announces. Whether you're pulling into a five-star hotel or gliding through downtown at midnight, it commands attention like a celebrity entering the room. The long, sweeping profile evokes the golden era of Cadillacs, but with a futuristic twist. This car doesn't just look luxurious, it looks royal. Step inside, and the real magic begins. Cadillac has gone all out to make the Eldorado's interior a masterpiece of craftsmanship and technology. The moment you open the door, soft ambient lighting greets you, setting the mood like a private lounge. Hand-stitched leather wraps around everything you touch, from the seats to the dashboard, while genuine American walnut and brushed aluminum trim give it that perfect blend of warmth and modernity. The seats? They're not just comfortable. They're sculpted thrones with heating, cooling, massaging, and even posture-adjusting features that read your spine's position and correct it automatically. Front and center is a massive 38-inch curved OLED display, stretching across the dashboard like something out of a spaceship. It's crystal clear, intuitive, and beautifully animated. The infotainment system uses GM's Ultra Cruise, a next-generation self-driving platform that allows hands-free driving on over 95% of U.S. roads. The sound system? A 36-speaker AKG studio reference setup that makes your favorite music sound like a live concert. Cadillac wanted the cabin to feel like a sanctuary, and they nailed it. Every sound, every vibration, every scent has been tuned to perfection. But don't let all that elegance fool you. Under that stunning body lies some serious power. The 2026 Eldorado isn't a sluggish cruiser. It's powered by a twin-turbocharged 4.4-liter V8 hybrid system, producing an incredible 750 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque. That's right, this big American luxury coupe can rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds.
fast enough to shock anyone who thinks luxury cars can't move like sports cars. And it doesn't just move fast, it moves smart. Cadillac has equipped it with adaptive magnetic ride control, torque vectoring all-wheel drive, and active aerodynamics that adjust in real time. The Eldorado feels as light as it looks, carving corners with grace while maintaining that classic Cadillac smoothness. One moment it's a peaceful luxury cruiser, the next it's a high-speed missile. You control its personality with a simple turn of the drive mode dial, from comfort to Sport Plus to track, and the whole car transforms around you. And yes, it's still got that unmistakable Cadillac exhaust note. Deep, rich, and commanding. The kind of sound that makes people turn their heads blocks away. You can feel every pulse of the engine in your chest, not as noise, but as music. But beyond the power and performance, what makes the 2026 Eldorado truly special is the way it connects to Cadillac's soul. This isn't just a car, it's a bridge between generations. It's the child of tradition and technology, built for a world that's forgotten what true American luxury feels like. While Europe chases precision and Japan chases refinement, America, through Cadillac, chases emotion. The Eldorado embodies that emotion. It's not cold and clinical. It's warm, alive, and proud. And here's where Cadillac takes it one step further. Sustainability without sacrifice. The hybrid system allows electric-only driving for up to 45 miles, perfect for city cruising. But when you want the full experience, the V8 comes alive with ferocity. It's the best of both worlds, clean power and raw energy working together seamlessly. The price? Expect around $180,000 depending on trim and options. Not cheap, no, but the Eldorado was never meant to be. It's a statement car, a symbol of arrival. And for that price, you're not just buying a machine, you're buying a legacy. Production begins in mid-2026, with deliveries planned for the end of the year. Cadillac will keep it exclusive, around 3,000 units annually, to maintain its aura of prestige. And as the world looks at the 2026 Eldorado, it becomes clear. Cadillac is done chasing. It's leading again. After years of silence, the king has returned. This isn't nostalgia. This is evolution. The spirit of American luxury reborn for a new generation that refuses to settle for ordinary. So, when we call the 2026 Cadillac Eldorado the fourth best American car, it's not because it falls short, it's because the competition is beyond legendary. But make no mistake, the Eldorado stands proudly among giants. It's not trying to be a Corvette or a Camaro. It's something else entirely. A rolling piece of art, a symbol of ambition, confidence, and class. This car doesn't scream for attention, it earns it. It doesn't chase speed records, it creates experiences. It's the kind of car that reminds you what America used to build and what it still can.
Sometimes, legends don't fade away. They fight back. They evolve. They roar once more, louder, prouder, and bolder than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the 2026 Corvette C7. A car that was never supposed to exist, but did. Because when America loves something enough, it refuses to let it go. You see, the C7 generation was more than a car. It was an era. From 2014 to 2019, it carried the Corvette name like a badge of honor, a symbol of freedom, power, and rebellion. It was the last of the front-engine Corvettes, the last of a breed that connected man and machine in a way mid-engine exotics never could. And just when everyone thought that chapter was closed forever, Chevrolet stunned the world. In 2026, the C7 is back, and it's better than ever. This isn't nostalgia on wheels. This is a resurrection, a thunderous revival that pays tribute to the American V8 while embracing the technology of tomorrow.
The new C7 doesn't live in the past. It honors it, then launches straight into the future. The moment you see it, you understand why this car is special. The 2026 C7 looks familiar, yet futuristic, like a soldier reborn in new armor. The long hood remains, sweeping forward like a blade through the wind. The proportions are pure Corvette, low, wide, and dripping with attitude. But every inch has been refined. The headlights are razor-thin OLED units, the vents are sculpted into the body like muscle fibers, and the carbon fiber bodywork gleams with liquid metal precision. And that rear end? Oh, that iconic quad taillight design. It's back, sharper and meaner than ever. Beneath them, 4 massive exhaust tips remind everyone that this isn't a quiet comeback. It's a declaration of war. Step closer and you'll notice details that separate the 2026 C7 from its ancestors. Active aero flaps line the sides, a retractable rear wing adjusts in milliseconds, and a full carbon titanium underbody keeps the car glued to the asphalt at over 200 miles per hour. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. Every vent, every curve, every bolt serves a purpose. Step inside and you'll feel the evolution instantly. The cabin is pure driver-focused perfection. A cockpit where every control, every display, and every texture feels tailored to adrenaline. The steering wheel, flat bottom, flat top, wrapped in Alcantara and carbon fiber. The seats, deeply bolstered performance thrones designed to hold you in place during 1.3G turns. The dash curves around the driver like the cockpit of a fighter jet, with a massive digital display that reconfigures based on driving mode. And that's just the start. The new infotainment system, powered by GM's next-gen hyperdrive interface, merges real-time telemetry, augmented reality navigation, and customizable performance gauges. You can track your lap times, monitor G-forces, and even watch your live engine data as you drive. It's the most connected Corvette ever, and yet it never forgets to be raw and analog where it counts. Because the real heart of the C7 is still that glorious V8. Under the hood lies a 6.2-liter supercharged LT5 V8, upgraded and refined for 2026. It roars with 720 horsepower and 715 pound-feet of torque, launching this beast from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. Rear-wheel drive keeps it pure, manual transmission keeps it old school, and launch control ensures every ounce of power hits the pavement perfectly. It's a perfect fusion of classic muscle and modern engineering. And here's where things get truly poetic. This isn't a car that tries to be European. It doesn't care about being polite. It doesn't whisper. It shouts. It laughs. It's the car you drive not because it's the smartest choice, but because it makes your heart race and your soul ignite. The exhaust note alone sounds like thunder rolling across the plains, a deep, menacing growl that makes the world stop for a second and listen. But don't be fooled. The 2026 C7 is more than brute force. The engineers went all in on precision. A lighter aluminum chassis, adaptive magnetic suspension, and advanced rear steering make it handled like a dream. This isn't just a muscle car anymore, it's a surgical weapon on the track, capable of dancing through corners with balance and poise that rival the best from Europe and Japan. Yet somehow, it still feels like home. The way the steering vibrates in your hands, the way the torque punches through your chest, the way the hood stretches out in front of you, it all feels familiar. It feels like a Corvette. That connection between driver and car that so many modern machines have lost, it's here, alive and unfiltered. And that's why enthusiasts begged for its return. Because in a world filled with hybrids and silent EVs, the 2026 C7 stands for something rare: emotion. It's not about being perfect, it's about being alive. It's about hearing the engine, feeling the heat, smelling the gasoline, and knowing that you're driving something that has a soul. The 2026 C7 doesn't just bridge generations, it unites them. It's a love letter to the past and a wink to the future. You can almost hear it whisper, "I'm still here, and I'm not done yet. Price-wise, expect it to start around $130,000, with higher trims pushing closer to $160,000. Production will be limited because this isn't a mass-market car. It's a collector's dream. A car for those who believe in sound, speed, and spirit. And when it hits dealerships in late 2026, one thing's for sure. The waiting lists will be long, the orders will be fierce, and the streets will never sound the same again. Now let's talk emotion, because that's what the 2026 C7 really delivers. When you drive it, you don't just move, you feel. Every downshift, every corner, every rev becomes an experience. It's mechanical poetry. And when you park it, turn off the ignition, and hear the engine tick as it cools, there's a quiet pride that settles in. You realize you're not just driving a car, you're part of a legacy.